So, just be thinking about whether you're trying to develop a version for solo performance versus just working on what you're ultimately going to play when you demo the song with a band or whatever. It's two different things. If you're going to do a solo performance, then there needs to be a lot more thought put into what you're playing guitar-wise versus if a whole band is playing. It's like how you can barely hear James. So that's just like saying we are playing music. So there's no new info there. And with that in mind, stuff that works with the whole band, like just strumming like this during the verse. I think that's cool for the first verse, so that when we come back with this, it sounds like some dynamic shifted. But then going back to this totally, when you get to the second verse, is a little, I'd probably just keep picking. Let's just make or try that, or some combination. You could be like, here's your other option. You could go strum, strum, picking, then I strum. That would be another one. So that would work fine, or something like that. So I'm sitting between my lines, now I'm picking and picking. That would totally work as well, but also you'll already be good at doing this at this point. So you might. D, to answer your question about hammer-ons, something we do a lot is just pick up our middle finger and put it back. Teach the children. Fire and Rain has that in there too. So whatever. You can do that on the first.
And that's on a D?
Yeah, totally.
You play a D differently than me?
No.
So middle finger you pick up this one?
Totally, and just hammer it on. So just strum the instrument or whatever. So this is going to start with you playing. Hammer on by definition. So I think you're just not getting that note to sound because your ring. So what is it? Okay, so it looks like your ring finger is actually, it's your palm. You've been in a situation, and this wasn't happening when you were just playing D regularly. You were hitting the first string fine, so whatever happened. So we're just moving. So
what's going on?
Yeah, sure. So let's identify what part of your hand is meeting that string.
Okay.
It's either going to be your ring finger or it's going to be this part of your hand, and I think it's the latter. So a common chord we actually play is that on its own. D with the first string open is a chord that sounds fine on its own. You need to push down, like you're actually not getting notes to ring out that normally would. The way to check what's going on with the chord, what notes to ring out, or just to pick through the notes and see what's actually ringing out.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
Right, right now at this particular moment is D. Great, so cool. Yeah, great. So when all that's happening is you're hitting the fret, we just need to move our whole situation that way a little bit, and it might be an issue. Cool.
This is bending.
No problem. Whatever. There you go. Great. And whatever was happening, let's just identify what part of your hand is touching the first string and muting it. Like just literally what is causing it to not ring out when you pick your middle finger up. It's this, right? Okay, cool. So then, the thing is just like, stop. There's going to be this never-ending troubleshooting thing, where we go, this goes wrong, this goes right, this goes... But really, it's just you're playing D the way you normally do, where you get that note to ring out, no problem, and then just move your middle finger rather than changing your whole hand juxtaposition. Yeah, totally. So that's just your strum. Yeah, there you go. And you can, and a hammer-on can be like, it could take a while, whatever. So as long as it's some part of you need to move, you just need to move your finger decisively, is all it is. Sounds like, and hammer-on implies like, don't get discouraged, this doesn't matter, you've never tried this before. Yeah, this is the first time you are trying to do this. So hammer-on kind of implies you do it decisively. Great, there, good, cool. And this is what I mean by the looping thing. There's no points off for having done it twice well and then fucked up the third time. And what's more, it's distracting on multiple levels. So you're just working on going like, and then okay, what did I do? What did I mute? Do it again, reset. This is our process for learning stuff, and we're rolling. So at about 4 minutes and 30 seconds into this is where we actually got something productive or relating to the song. Cool. So we need to stop. We're using 4 fingers, 4 frets, as opposed to being back here like this. Thumbs just down the string, and what you're playing in D, where we are playing notes on adjacent strings. It shows us why. If you're like this, your index would run into your middle. It's cool. So, we're going as our normal pattern that's written on the page. It's the first soothe. Great. So, stop in your practice. One good one. Stop. What I do wrong. Reassess. One good one. Anything but playing it multiple times.
Okay.
When that becomes easy, go for doing it twice total. And this is simulating looping it, so now twice total until it becomes easy. Just going stop, underemphasize step, and then try to loop it. And don't try to start playing the song or anything yet. We just want you comfortable going. And you could slow the tempo down or whatever. Cool. And then when we get to kanji, the only thing that changed was your thumb moved to the 6th string naturally because we're playing G, or sorry, we're slow on like that up here. So, and that's going to be the same. You switch to an A chord, your thumb's going to move to the 5th string because we're playing an A chord, and you'll be doing it.
And how do you know where the thumb goes? Is it the bass note in the chord?
Yes.
Okay.
Generally, though there are many exceptions to this. We're often playing multiple bass notes. Totally, G.
Yeah.
G.
Yeah.
And A, is very, that's our A string. So, totally. And, you can hit other strings, but totally. So there it is. This is a good song for that because you're playing this bass note, this note, and that bass note. Great. So anyway, the point isn't to get good at I can perform this song, like I'm saying. Our entire approach to getting ready to try to sing and play it is being able to play the guitar part, and actually having conscious headspace to focus on your performance. And over on the other side of the page, talking about the memorization headspace, just kind of thinking of it as learning the dance steps, going over what you're going to be doing. When you're doing that, you can do things like completely eliminate rhythm, and make it a grocery list of the other thing I wrote. And then when we switch to playing, we're not meant to be able to consciously think about all that stuff anymore. It's the the guessing. I'm playing. It's a feel thing. Heads down, you're dancing. So there you go. That's what we're working on this time. And then I already said that yes, suggesting continuing to pick in the second verse.